Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Broadway Podcast. Want to know what's going on downtown Nashville? Well, ride with us as we take you on a trip down Broadway.
This is the life we choose, life we choose. And honestly, I wouldn't want it any other way. I've been doing just fine, alright now. This is the life we choose. This is the life we choose.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to this week's episode of the Broadway Podcast. If you'll notice, we have David is sitting over here, but today with us on camera, we have a special guest. Everybody welcome Arizona and Nashville's finest, Bobby McClendon.
What's happening?
We're so excited to finally have another guest on. It's been a while, but this is also all thanks to Lighthouse Media for making this happen. Let's go ahead and get on with it. I'm really excited.
I like it.
Welcome.
Thank you.
I guess we'll just go ahead and jump right on in. You have a band called the Dirt Road Cartel. You play everywhere downtown, but also all over the country.
We do.
I always follow you on Instagram and see, especially lately, I feel like y'all have been everywhere.
We have been.
Okay, so then I want to know, Dirt Road Cartel, start from the beginning. When did you start the band? How did you come up with the name? Original, was it in Arizona, Nashville?
No, it was actually here. When I first moved here, just like I go by my own name, Bobby McClendon, but, Tom Petty has the Heartbreakers and,
Yeah.
Tim McGraw had the Dance Hall Doctors. I wanted to like have something for my band to showcase them as part of what I do. And one of my buddies, he's passed away now, but he was a security guard at Bootleggers. He's like, I always had this name for a band. And he told me Dirt Road Cartel. I was like, dude, I love that. I'm stealing it. He's like, have it. And so it's literally 13 years. No matter who's been in the band, that's what they've been called.
I love that. Wait, how long have you been in Nashville?
13 years.
So, okay, so little year one,
Yeah. Actually, my first show was probably, when was the 20th of April? 2012 was my first.
Yesterday.
Yesterday was my first show in Nashville.
So, okay.
13 years ago.
This is a little anniversary tour. I
was.
love it.
At Tequila
We didn't
Cowboy.
know. Tequila Cowboy, okay.
Yeah.
I love that. Okay, so then what brought you to Nashville from, is it Yuma?
Yes,
I
it
feel like
is.
I watched you enough to know. Shout out to Yuma, Arizona. I don't know anything about that, but we'll get to it. Why Nashville 13 years ago?
I played all over the Southwest, rodeos and stuff, California, Nevada. And I was married at the time. And my step-grandfather was an amazing singer-songwriter. And before he passed away, I was told the story that he wasn't allowed to move from Missouri to here. He wanted to give it a shot. He told his wife at the time, if it wasn't for you and these damn kids, I would have made it, was one of the last things he said.
Oh.
So my wife at the time was like, you know what? You're either going to go and be successful or at least say you tried. You won't have that old man animosity, saying that I didn't give it a shot. And so I quit managing Wells Fargo Bank and I moved out here.
I had no idea Bobby McClendon was managing finances
Yes.
at a Wells Fargo bank, wearing whatever it is they wear. I can't picture it.
Suit and tie, girl. Suit and ties.
Suit and tie.
Oh,
just
yeah.
pulling up to the bank, and Bobby McClendon's helping me out.
That's right.
I love that. Okay, so Yuma, Arizona. That I don't know. That just sounds like a small town.
It's not really.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's a mile from Mexico, a mile from California. It's literally the halfway point between Phoenix and San Diego. So if you're leaving one direction or the other, you stop for gas in Yuma, and then you keep on going.
That just goes to show how bad I am at geography, because you're like, it's not that far from San Diego. In my head, I'm like,
It's
I guess I don't know
187
where.
miles from Phoenix and 162 miles from San Diego. We're dead smack in the center.
all right,
Yeah.
that's cool.
About 160, 170,000 people, but in the wintertime it
yes.
hops up to about 400,000 because everybody from the north comes down because it's literally in the wintertime, it's 80 degrees during the day and 40 at night. So all those northern old people, retired, come down and live in Yuma.
And then you were born and raised there, and then you haven't, like, Nashville's the only other place you've lived?
I spent a lot of time in Dallas. My mom moved to Texas when I was 5.
Okay, because I was going to say, I always feel like you also are always shouting out how much you love the Cowboys.
I do.
And so
love the
then I was
Cowboys
like, wait, where does
and
Texas
the
come
Longhorns.
in?
Yes, my mom moved there when I was 5, so like all my sports and stuff were from Texas, just because that's where I experienced them all.
I love that. Okay, also, we have you here too because we want to talk about, you released your album 30 East, was that last week? What day is it?
The 11th, whenever that was.
So, like a week and a half ago?
Yeah,
Yeah? How's that going?
I love it.
And
Exciting.
you did like a big party. You went back home to do
did.
that, didn't you?
I did.
How was that? I want to
was
know
fun.
what's it like to be the coolest person in the room. You go back home and everybody's obsessed with you, cheers you on. I'm assuming. I just feel like that's kind of got to be the hometown vibe.
It was actually really, really cool. It was my first ever like ticketed event there. We've always gone back and played block parties or did openings for benefits and stuff. But it was the first time that they actually sold Bobby McClendon tickets, and we actually sold it out.
Really?
I sold out my first hometown show.
Oh, good
Come
for
back.
y'all.
It was
Hell
absolutely
yeah.
really awesome.
Okay, and then part of the Dirt Road Cartel is also who all played with you there.
Yes.
Who are your members? Who are we shouting out?
Oh, Nathan, Jake, Taco, and Chris. They all went home with me.
That's so cool. That's so fun. You did, was it one night? 2
Yep.
nights?
Just one night.
One night?
Yep.
I love that. Sold out show. I mean, yeah, okay, what's that got to be like? Like when you go back, is it like, I mean,
You know, so many people now come to Nashville and see us here that it's just now they're seeing me play my stuff instead of all the covers they see me playing on Broadway.
yeah.
It was all 90 minutes of my own music.
Yeah.
And so it's just really cool. People like to hang out and
Party.
yeah, oh yeah.
I was going to say, what was the after party like after that? I would love to know.
We actually went to bed.
What?
Yeah.
No. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
Well,
you're
so
lying.
we flew into Phoenix, got to Phoenix at like 8 o'clock in the morning, and then had to drive 3 hours to Yuma, and so we were tired for Friday. Then we went and raged Friday night. And then
There's the party. I knew the
Yes.
party was somewhere. I was like,
Yes.
come on.
Yeah, we
Party
went
was somewhere.
went out Friday night, but
Okay.
Saturday night afterwards because we had to go back to Phoenix the next day. It was like,
Okay, that's fair. I was going to say, like.
and I wanted to hang out. To be honest, I wanted to hang out and drink, but then Nathan and Taco were sitting there like, "Can we go to the hotel?"
Are you serious?
Yeah, Nathan doesn't drink anymore, so like it's not fun for him to hang out
That's
sober.
fair. I guess that's fair.
Yeah,
Yeah. There's
boo.
always the one.
I know,
There's
but he's so
I
awesome.
can
I
be that
can't-
one sometimes. I'm like so annoying. There's always one. David's looking at me like, it's you. It's you. It's you. Like you. It's fine. That's fine. That's so cool though. I love that.
Yeah.
Okay. So then, there's 10 songs on the album, right? What's your favorite? What are you most proud of?
30 East. I wrote it about my kids.
Oh.
Yeah, my kids live in Dallas now.
I was gonna ask, what is 30 East? Like
Yes.
what's
So the interstate between here and Dallas, you take 40 around Memphis, and then once you get to Little Rock, you hop on 30 West.
Okay.
So the song is about me leaving 30 East when I'm leaving Dallas to come home. I'm taking 30 East, and it's about I hate 30 East, and these are the reasons why.
Okay.
So it's for my kids. I hate leaving Dallas because my kids are there.
Yeah,
that's
I've had
why-
a lot of time to
That's
think
why,
on 30
yes,
East.
that's why I hate 30 East.
I get it. That
Yeah.
makes sense. Okay, I've always been curious. I've actually never really asked. A couple times I've heard, obviously living in Nashville for a while, when other friends of mine write an album, make an album, whatever, the process that goes in behind it. I never knew until obviously living here the process and all of that goes into it. Like when I see the credits, like where credits due and all the producing that goes on in the background, and they're like, oh, mixed by this and oh, this, and I'm like, I have no idea what any of that means. Not gonna lie. I also had no idea the financial part that goes into making an album. Like there's just so many things that you don't even like realize. So I'm curious, I guess now's this time, like for you to tell us or anybody that's watching what that process is or what it looks like, and how you as like the main artist on it have to get everything together. You also have a manager.
I do.
And so I'm sure she is very
She's-
good at keeping your schedule where you
Yes.
need it to be. But like for anybody that would be watching that, like this is, I feel like the backside to Broadway that we don't see. We always
Right.
talk about bartending and it's live music that you go and see, but the people don't really notice or know like what actually goes into what you do. It's not just I got on stage today and sang and now I'm done and that's it. Like
Right.
you have a whole lot of other things going on outside of that.
Oh, yeah.
So what does that look like?
For this album, at least, we got it. It took 4 years to make and finally release it. So we started during
Yeah.
Rona, and we just were writing, and we probably wrote 60, 70 songs in the last 4 years.
BC, it was a crazy time.
And and so I just literally recorded the ones that I love the best, and yeah, it's a process. It takes a long time. I used a few different producers,
Yeah.
but now I have one. But over the 4 years, I used different people, and then now I'm just happy with the one that I found now. Brian Craddock, shout out Brian Craddock. He's actually the guitar player for Daughtry.
Oh, hell yeah.
So
All
I
right.
so we get to go to see Creed and Daughtry in August. Let's go.
That's
Two of my faves.
so funny for what I have later, but yeah.
Uh-oh. Okay.
I love that. That is perfect. I've seen both and I
I haven't seen either.
Really?
Yes, and I love them both.
That's crazy. No, I actually I've never been to like a Daughtry concert, but when I went to Nickelback, he like came out as a
Oh, yeah, yeah.
surprise and so good because it's like one of those where it just takes you back and you forget how good he is and you're like, wait.
I forget how good he is when I get a Daughtry request downtown and I try to sing it and you're like, how the hell
You're
did
like,
I even
wait,
try? Like,
that's
this is stupid hard.
I love that. Oh, that's so fun. Okay, so then, it came out a week and a half ago. I already asked you about. Okay, so then since then, post then, what do you have going on? Like, are you going to be going anywhere else? And like, are you going to start incorporating more of these songs in your sets when you play downtown?
Oh, yeah.
Are you going anywhere else? I know you had your like release in Arizona. Do you have anything coming up?
We have some road shows
Where-
coming up. We'll be in Cincinnati in a few weeks and then in Iowa in this summer in June. Forest something? It's
I'm not going to hear anything.
Fort
back.
Madison. Fort Madison, Iowa is where we're going.
I was just gonna say, wait, what?
Yeah.
Okay, you can't just say that to me, and
I
that's
know.
not what I'm gonna talk about for the next 10 minutes. Fort Madison, Iowa, known for their jail. That's great. They have a huge,
Oh, really?
massive jail in the middle of that town. Yeah, you'll see it.
So
You
it's the
can't miss it.
TriStar Rodeo that they have there, like the Tri-State Rodeo or whatever. They
Yeah.
throw a concert series. And so Friday is with Ashley Cook and Dylan Scott, and Saturday, I think, is Easton Corbin and Rodney Atkins.
When is this?
June, like 25th, 24th, 17th, 19th, and 20th.
You know what's
See?
so funny
See why I have
about?
her?
Yeah, right. No kidding. Yeah, Megan, she's on top of it. Shout out Megan. She's also in here, and she's everything. She's the queen. She is behind a lot of this too. I definitely know that. Okay. Anyways, back to Iowa. This is about me now. I'm just kidding. No. I think a lot of people on here know I'm from Iowa. So anytime it gets brought up, I'm like, wait, I want to talk about that.
Yeah.
So Iowa to me, like when I'm thinking like Yuma, okay, and then you're like, there's like 100-something thousand people. I'm like, okay, never mind. My town has like 5,000 people, but
We're in Iowa.
towns, okay, Waverly, Iowa.
Okay. My mom's
is-
family's in Mason City. That's where
Oh.
my mom's from, is Mason City.
Really?
Yes.
Wait, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Did I know that?
Maybe you didn't pay attention.
I was probably drunk.
Probably. I probably was too.
Okay. that checks out. Because, okay, Mason City is like an hour and 15 minutes north of where I'm from,
Yeah.
but we like played each other in sports. We're the same conference.
Right.
So I know everything about.
And
Also, like,
you go through Waverly going to
if you're going to go to Iowa City
Yes.
or anything, yes, you
Okay,
pass.
I thought so.
The exit, you
yes.
go right into
I remember
Waverly.
seeing that exit on the way to Iowa City.
Yes. Yeah. When
Is
you're
that where
on,
the marathon has porta potties outside? Is that somewhere close to there? You know where I'm talking about in Iowa? There's one like 2-ring stretch in Iowa where there's like a marathon in the middle of nowhere and they don't have bathrooms inside. It's porta potties outside.
that sounds like a lot of fun in the middle of January.
Or
Hold
June.
it. Or June.
You want to be in a porta potty in June?
No.
I don't think so.
That's hilarious. Absolutely not. I'm holding it. At that point, just go outside. Honestly, park the car. Like, who cares? There's barely anybody on Highway 218, I-35. At that,
Right.
It's fine. Just do it. Okay, yeah, Waverly's just basically right over. But also shout out to like my favorite steakhouse on the planet, Northwest Steakhouse. It's in Mason City, and if
Okay.
your mom's from there, she has to know about it because it's super old.
My mom hasn't lived there in probably 50 years.
I bet it's
But her
was
family's there.
I bet it was there 50 years ago.
I've been once, and apparently there's a bridge that was in a movie, and that's they're all known for. And her entire family works at the cement plant where everybody works. That's all I know about Mason City.
That's great. Yeah, I love that. But anyways, Iowa's cool because it's one of those like small town, like every town in Iowa is a small town, and it's cool because when they come here a lot, it's like obviously like everyone knows, anyone that works downtown knows that all of Minnesota, Wisconsin, Iowa, like Ohio, how many times do you hear when you're playing like where are you from, that you hear it's all these states from the Midwest because there's not a whole lot going on up there, so they got to come down here. But they do come here, and a lot of people from where I'm from remember your shows, and so it's cool when they come because they're always like, where is Bobby playing?
Oh, that's awesome.
We want to go. And so that's when I find myself at like Luke's and whatever, because I'm like, I don't go there like often. I mean, I love like I'll be in Jason's, I'll be whatever, but like wherever you're playing, I'm like, I gotta go to his Instagram. I gotta text Megan, where are you guys
Right.
at? And I already know, I'm like, R.I.P. I'm gonna R.I.P. This night's gonna go real quick. But like they always want to know where you're playing, and then it's fun. I actually just got one of my best friends just texted me the other day asking about you.
That's awesome.
And like the way she described you was hilarious because it was just Bobby. Oh my gosh, I should find it. It
Yes.
was like where. It was basically nothing to do with you, and she just remembers that Megan loves tequila.
Oh.
And it was like where does Bobby, like that everybody always wants to go see, and we always drink lots of tequila when he's playing. And I was like, that was the ultimate description of when we
perfect.
go and watch Bobby. And she's like, does he ever come to Iowa? So that's actually cool that you just said that, because
Yes.
now I have to be like,
Fort Madison.
he is going to
Yes.
Iowa. And I'm always like, what's going on up your sleeve? I'm like, what fair is going on that you're like, can we get Bobby? Like, I already know. I'm like, why are you asking me?
Hey, I'm down.
And they'll
I'll
show
go anywhere.
They'll show you a great time.
Dude, Iowa was a blast to play. I loved playing in Iowa City.
Iowa City is, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I had a great time in college.
Oh, is that where you went?
Well, no, I went to UNI, but I
Oh.
would go to Iowa all of the time. I mean, that's
Nice.
just, it's an hour away. It was the best. Okay, so speaking of touring, my question goes into if you could choose anyone to go on tour with, or if you were headlining your own tour, who would you bring on tour with you? Like, what's the dream? Who would you just like have so much fun? It doesn't even have to be like musically, just like who do you think would be the most fun?
Right.
Why? Like, what's the dream there?
I would give his left nut to go on tour with Hardy. I
that
love
was
Hardy.
so fun. Oh my gosh, that's a good one.
Yeah, I love Hardy. And to be honest, like me, Hardy, and Sam Hunt, I think would be an absolute blast on tour together.
Sam Hunt.
Yes.
I don't know enough about him, to be honest.
He's so good.
I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. Like his songs still get requested and stuff all the time.
Oh, yeah.
But that would be so cool. I
yeah.
love Hardy. I have so much love for him.
Oh, yeah.
And the way he
he's
like
so
came
good.
up and
he's one of the
like,
coolest guys ever.
That is true.
Yeah.
Like no one has a bad experience with Hardy. And
No.
also everyone speaks so highly of his shows.
Yeah.
And I love the combination of rock and roll and country music.
Me too.
That is.
I wish I would have been the one that knew that was okay, because that's totally my vibe.
Who do you think kickstarted that? Who
He
do you
did.
think? You think so?
Oh, yeah. He totally did it himself. He's brilliant.
Yeah. Because now I feel like there's also, I mean, like Jelly Roll has seen, like people kind of like start to throw that in the mix.
Yep.
I also feel like Brantley Gilbert.
See, I love
Like-
BG. He's so great. Like,
Yeah.
from Country Must Be Countrywide 14, 15 years ago.
Which also, once again, I enjoy talking about this with you because country, I'm around it all the time, so I know like that much. But then in terms of like my favorite background in music, I mean, obviously I love hip hop and rap, but rock and roll is very Midwest too. So I mean, I'm from like the land of Slipknot and all that, so I'm like, that's what I know. But then when I get to talking about the country music, so another going back to like when I went to Nickelback, Brantley Gilbert was the opener.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had so much fun. The whole show was so
Oh,
good.
yeah.
Jason
That's a-
Aldean came out.
that's a great pairing,
And
too.
Hardy came out. And then it went into like Nickelback. But then Bailey Zimmerman came out. And then Daughtry. I was like, I went to 9 concerts last night. It was so cool. That's also why Nashville is awesome, is because, I mean, like,
Right.
why wouldn't you want to go to a show in Nashville? Because everyone's here and
You're going to get all the extra cool stuff that nobody else gets.
that is true. So then, speaking of, you just never know. One of my favorite things to watch is when you are playing and you give a shout out to some of the people who play with you because they also play with Morgan.
They do.
And I think that's really, really cool because it's like unexpected. Like people don't. Well, one, I don't think it's that common, to be honest. Like you would think it'd be
Right.
more common just because like it's Nashville. But also, I mean, I work 8 million hours a month and I don't hear that really ever. It's you. And I think that is also what makes your shows. There's 9 million reasons why your shows stand out and I could list them all. But just watching everyone that plays. But it is cool, like, you know, when people hear that, they're like, wait. And it also shines a light on the entire band instead of, you know, some people get fixated on maybe the one and they can actually see the whole band.
Right.
What is that like? Also, how did that become?
So
Like-
Chris, you know, Chris plays guitar and fiddle for me.
Yeah.
Chris Gladden. He actually, when I first moved here, I didn't know he played guitar and fiddle. He played a little red keyboard, a little chord keyboard for me in the beginning, like a Tequila Cowboy. And then he moved away, and when he moved back to Nashville, he started playing with me again. And then he got the Morgan Wallen gig. And so from there, I met the band, and I met Taco, and me and Taco became almost best friends now. So it's literally Chris introduced me to these guys, and we became friends. So when they didn't go back to work for 3 months, and I was getting ready to have a new drummer, Taco was like, "Bro, just let me play with you." I was like, "Done."
Easy.
Now I don't have to find somebody.
Sounds good.
Yeah, it was
Love
easy. And
that.
so like, I play music with my best friends. Like literally,
Yeah.
these guys are I spend more time with them than I do anybody else,
Yeah.
and they're all badasses. So I can't really
Yeah.
you can't really be mad about it.
Yeah.
But I just got great players that want to
Yeah.
play with us, and so I think it's awesome.
That's so cool. Yeah, and I mean, I didn't know it for the longest time, but then, yeah, as you talk about it more, I'm like, wait, that actually is so cool. And I know, like, people eat that up, too.
They do.
Like, they just think it's like, they're already having a lot of fun at your shows. Like, I can say, like, I don't even care if it pisses anyone off. I don't care. Like anytime, and it's not just me, that we get our little run of show at work and we're looking, and if it says your name on it, everyone's like, thank God. We're gonna like make money tonight.
I
We're
love
gonna
that.
have fun. It's not just gonna be, you know, someone standing up there and, you know, doing the same thing over and over again. Like, it's always interaction with the guests. It's always keeping it fun. But that is one of the many things that you do that keep it fun for everyone. And it's cool. Like, people are like, wait, maybe I can't afford to go to one of those shows, or maybe I haven't been able to because I live where I'm never gonna get to do that.
Right.
And
I mean,
that's
we're all in
cool.
it together downtown. Like,
I love it.
Without you guys and without us, I mean, we don't do anything. So no reason for it not to be a well-oiled machine between us.
That's fair.
And I love that. So,
Yeah.
and you guys are kind of dope. So,
Yeah. So before I get into like the super random and fun thing that we're gonna do in a bit, I have one question that I've always wanted to ask you that I've never asked you.
okay.
I would like to know when you were like, I'm closing out all of my sets with "Where Are My Crazy Bitches At?" And that's the song you play. I want to
Yes.
know. And you're like, this is the one.
I don't really know. It just
Really?
kind of happened. Like,
Did you just like do it one time and you're like, wait, they love that?
I mean, I'm not supposed to cuss at my shows, especially when I'm like 6 to 10. So I have to put it towards the end. So if I get in trouble, I was like, hey, it was 10 o'clock. It's 9:55. So I can say F and B and, you know, all that stuff.
Yeah, I
It
hear
just-
you say that, but I've definitely heard a cuss word at 7:30.
Oh, I know. I know.
It was,
I do, and I always scan the room to make sure there's no kids.
you're like, look at all over. There's like one hidden behind a table. And it pops
And-
out right, and you're like, well,
I mean,
Jameson.
yes, please, which is no longer a thing.
That's That's fair. Also, side note, if I've always thought too, if I were to consume more than 3 shots while having to stand up there, like I would black out.
I mean, you work it off. I mean, it's not like I'm just standing still.
Yeah, but like I think about it, like it's not like just you, whatever. It's like any band that like play. Like I think about that. I mean, I have terrible stage fright, so literally never catch me on stage ever. But if I were to have, there would be the lights. Because there was one time a long time ago, I came in off work and I bought y'all a shot. And you like told me to go up there with you. And this is when FGL was FGL. And you like, I went up there to take, and like the lights were so bright and you can't really actually see like you would think you can see everyone. So it makes sense when everybody's like mad that they're like waving their hands and you can't see them and whatever. Horrifying. Could never. I don't know how you do it. Even just taking the shot, I ran away. I was like, I can't do this.
You just get used to it.
Oh, absolutely not. No, I was a flying monkey in 6th grade in the Wizard of Oz play, and I literally fainted on stage.
Oh, buddy.
Had to, yeah.
They should have made you a tree.
I knew from there, right? I can sit in here with like the light, and it's fine, even though I'm still just like, but I'm like, no, it's never gonna happen. I knew when I was 12, the stage was not meant for me.
Yeah.
I'll get everybody else drunk.
I like it. I like being up there.
That's fair. I mean, you're a good time up there. I would not be a good time up there, so it makes sense.
I mean, you could. You never know. You just got to really try it.
I'd have to be hammered.
I mean, why do you think
That's fair. Okay, so David and I kind of talked about, we're like, oh, we gotta switch things up a little bit, make some fun, So we were like, okay, what should we do? With Bobby there, that's gonna be fun. Because also, if anybody's going to give us a good answer or like have fun with it, you're the one. I feel like to like kickstart,
so.
Just doing something a little bit different that like him and me don't normally do. So it's basically, I'm gonna ask you 10 questions.
Okay.
And I didn't really come up with like a time that you have to answer it. I'm just gonna make that up myself.
Yeah.
And just be, as quick as you can.
All right.
And if you choose not to answer it, you're taking a shot.
Perfect.
Or, I mean, you can take a gulp out of there if you, just like that. Yeah, there you go. You're a pro. Okay, then let's get into it. Number 1, who do you think is the most overrated country singer? It can be of all time or today.
Most overrated. I'm gonna get so much crap for this. Luke Combs.
Ooh, okay, noted.
Sorry, fellas. I got some friends that play for him too, but it's just
Really?
there's a couple songs I liked his early on stuff, but after that, it all just sounds the same to me.
Just since then?
Yeah.
That's fine. What about your least favorite song to sing that people are requesting?
Oh, there's so many of those. Wagon Wheel.
Fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah.
We're sick of it too as
Yeah.
bartenders. We get it.
Yeah.
We get it.
Wagon Wheel.
Yeah. Okay. Most overrated bar downtown.
You know what? I don't really go out downtown. There's so many places I haven't been to friends in those places yet. Like I don't go anywhere. If I'm not playing my shows,
Yeah.
I'm at the house.
Like, is there just one that you're like, okay?
I mean, Honky Tonk Central.
That's fair.
I've been in there a few times and it's like,
Yeah, all right.
yeah.
I get it. Okay. What bar has your favorite staff?
I'm just thirsty.
That's crazy.
No, I was just thirsty.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe.
There's so many. Everyone that I play at has so many awesome people. But if
You
I
have
had
5
to,
seconds.
if I had to, oh, good lord, I would have to say Morgan's. Sorry.
I love that answer so much.
I mean, so much.
Ooh.
But
That's
see, so many of you
such
guys
a
came.
good answer.
But so many came from different bars, and they just kind of put like all my friends
the
into one
melting.
place. Like when they opened, they pulled from everywhere else.
We
So
love
like
the diversity.
all my friends came to one spot. So like
yeah.
I knew I was gonna just get in
Yeah,
so
and the
much
other
shit.
ones got left behind. It happens. What about
Freebird's $100.
Let me $100, thank you. Actually, I'll go to that after the game. Okay, FGL or Laney's?
FGL.
Duh. Wallen's main floor or Jason's roof?
Jason's roof.
Interesting.
I'm closer to the people there. The stage
That's-
at
okay.
the stage at Wallen's Main is so high, and like everybody's so far away, even though they're right up front. I don't get
Yeah,
to.
you like to.
I like
yeah.
them like right in front, like rage in my face, not at my
Yeah,
feet.
that's.
And that's
yeah.
the only reason why.
That makes so much sense.
And the stage is bigger. I can run around. I can move, and there holds a whole lot more people. It's just a bigger party, bigger venue, bigger
That is
stage.
true. Yeah. It's so much easier when, you know, all the girls are right there. I'm sure Nathan loves Jason's for that reason too.
I'm sure.
We just all throw themselves at him right there on the stage. All right. Least favorite company you've ever had to play an event for?
Least favorite company.
Like, is there one that just sticks out that you just were like, God, I hope they never ask me?
No, because all their checks clear.
Oh, that's
As long as your
fair.
check's clear, I don't
Maybe
really
it's
care.
different as a bartender because you're like directly like having to speak to these people.
Oh, you're talking about like during private events and stuff downtown?
Yeah, like a private event.
Oh,
Yeah, no,
I don't even
not
know who
like
I'm working
a,
for.
not like a, yeah.
I don't even know who I'm playing for most of the
Okay.
time. And
But all the ones that have paid you to like travel have been really cool.
yeah, normally
Okay,
if they're
that's
gonna
good.
normally if they're gonna spend the money we charge, they're gonna be cool. I haven't really had a
That's good.
yeah.
All right.
But it's normally people that have
Easy.
seen us in Nashville, and so they know what to do and what to expect, and so they like match us to what
Yeah.
their party is. And like I said, if they're gonna spend $10,000, they're gonna want to have fun.
I would hope so.
I would hope so too. And so far, been
yeah.
lucky.
That's. I'm very happy for you. Can't relate. All right. Thumbs up or down? DJs becoming a part of every bar and taking over Broadway.
I like
that.
it.
Support.
Yeah, I like
love
it.
that.
Yeah.
There's a few who be talking a bunch of crap about it on stage. What about if you could replace a celebrity that's on one of the bars in Nashville and be like, they don't deserve it, take it down? Who would you replace the name with?
I don't know because I'm fans of all the artists that have bars downtown, so it makes it tough. Like I like Dirk Bentley, I like Clark Brooks. Like I like Jelly Roll. Like I don't know if there's any. I like Big and Rich. You know, I might not go to their places, but it doesn't mean I don't like their music. I don't really know.
I think everyone that has one, you're like, okay, they're worthy. Like,
I think so.
okay,
Yeah.
good. I'm like, we're also running out, so
Yeah.
there's only so many more. Replace it with who? I don't know.
Right.
No one say Taylor Swift. And
I
then
love Taylor Swift. No, not Taylor.
I would never work at a Taylor Swift bar.
I mean, I probably wouldn't play it, but
Like I'm not knocking her, but the bar, I would that's
right.
woof. And then we're gonna go ahead and end it on like my favorite thing ever, which is just I was gonna say like it's like fuck, marry, kill, but I guess don't say you're gonna kill because that's really mean. But this goes back to earlier when you were talking about Creed because Nickelback, Creed, and Three Doors Down.
They're all my faves.
Well,
I don't.
tough shit. Or take a shot.
You want me to like put them in order?
Yeah, like fuck, like one of them's got to go. One of them you'd lay in bed with for a good one night stand, and the other one you would keep for life.
The one that's gonna go out of those is probably Three Doors Down.
Kryptonite did that. Who's for life?
Huh?
Who's
for
for
life?
life?
Oh, definitely Creed.
Yeah, I support that.
Yeah, Nickelback kind of grew on me. Like I liked some of their stuff, but
But were you
it
ever a
grows on
Nickelback
you.
hater?
huh? I was
Really?
never a hater.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I never understood that.
I don't either.
I don't know where that came from.
It's the same thing with FGL. Like I loved FGL, and I thought they
true.
were great.
Yeah,
And people just hated on them
that's true.
because they're doing things that other people can't do. That's why people hate
They're
on them.
switching it up.
Yeah,
Keeping
it's
it
fun.
interesting. I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I had so much fun with that. Okay, so I couldn't do it. Actually, okay, that was pretty good. I'll give it to you. And I know my questions were, I can be a little
No,
Scaredy cat. But
don't be afraid.
I wasn't going to do it to you without letting you do it to me. Also, for
she said.
everyone, David is here too. So anything that I also feel like maybe I need a little help on, I can phone a friend. I have lifelines. Bobby didn't have lifelines, but I'm having lifelines. And you probably can't hear him, but he's here for moral support.
So I'm trying to figure out what list. I didn't know how this was going to go, so I made a couple lists. So I don't know if I should start easy.
Lighthouse
harder?
Media is also very talented at editing, if need be.
Okay. We'll pull from both.
There's one that I'm like, but
What celebrity would you want to be a pet to?
be a pet too?
Yeah.
Is that like a groupie?
No, like what's the one celebrity you'd do anything for? Like, you
Oh,
like you want him to just control you or
Ooh.
her even at that point. I mean, it doesn't matter.
oh yeah. It's 2025, Bobby. Oh my gosh. Who am I obsessed with, basically?
5 seconds.
And it can be any celebrity.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. If I'm gonna go of all time, who just am I absolutely in love with? I have two. Female, it would be Alanis Morissette. And male, this is gonna be real weird, but I am obsessed, and I've never seen him in concert, but Billy Joel.
Oh.
Like,
okay.
I know all the words to every single, that man's lyrics are tattooed on me, and
That's the most Iowa response I've ever gotten.
he's from New Jersey.
I know, but still.
But there's nothing I want more than that. Like, I want to see him in concert so bad, but more than anything, I want to see him at Madison Square Garden. That's
Oh, that'd
iconic.
be dope.
But
I haven't seen a show there yet either.
yeah, that's that.
Right. What's the most embarrassing song on your playlist?
I feel like embarrassing because if you heard me sing it, you'd be like, oh. Probably, I love musicals. So I'm trying to think from there. What would be the most embarrassing musical that you would hear me sing? Like if you pulled up to anything from Hairspray.
Oh.
But also, obviously, Wicked came out, and like everyone knows about that. So
See, I don't know any songs out of that.
really,
Yeah.
I just feel like if you were pulling up and you heard me sing anything from Hairspray and you didn't know musicals, you'd be like,
Why?
yeah, maybe probably that. But I love singing and recording musicals. Yeah.
I had a F, Marry, Kill for you as well.
All right.
Okay.
Oh.
Morgan Wallen,
Okay.
Warren Ziders, and Luke Bryan.
Okay. I feel like I would. Oh, that's actually kind of hard. I would marry Luke Bryan. I love him. I love everything about that man. And I would probably bang Morgan and Warren, only because like I didn't even know until you just said his last name that's how you say it.
Oh, really?
Siders.
Oh, yeah.
He has that one song. Like he's a babe.
I mean,
But I guess like if you
it's
know.
the whole shirtless thing for me. I was hoping you were going to kill him.
Yeah. I'm also not into that either. Yeah, I'm not into
I mean,
the,
he's jacked. Don't get me twisted.
Right.
If I was, I might, but
yeah.
not.
But like the super hot boy look is like not really not really my thing.
All right, I got one more. Who's a bigger rock star, me or Nathan? Barkeep.
I'm so happy you guys provided me with a hat. It's always gonna be Bobby.
Oh, thanks. You're the best.
Yes. Yeah.
That was the one I really wanted to ask you.
Yeah. He's just a baby.
Yeah, he is. But everybody loves him. He's my Slash, though. I love him.
As you would say. Yeah.
An irrational fear.
Okay, this one's gonna sound really weird, but it's always my answer. I am scared. I have a fear of telling people what my fears are because of somebody getting like knowing it if they really hate me, or let's say I got famous, which is that's also a fear of mine. I don't want that to ever happen to me. But
I mean, you
like
know this podcast is going to go viral, right?
that's yeah.
So you screwed that one up.
Well, yeah, that's fine. But I have a fear of telling people like what my fears are because then if what if someone got like a hold of it and they used it against me?
I get it.
Yeah,
And then
paranoia at its finest. Holy.
weirdest kink and weirdest ick.
I have a no-fly zone in my phone, which means like they're all my icks. So like if I were to pull them up, I'll try to find one that, and I literally call it the no-fly zone. And they're just things that I've seen that are just unacceptable. Stop wearing sunglasses in a bar. White Converse weird me out. We're good.
Mine are Carhartt. They're not Converse.
One time a guy at the bar kept showing me he had a mustache tattooed on his finger and he kept showing it. That's top of the list. Horrible.
Yeah.
I hated that so much. Their go-to karaoke song is Mr. Brightside. One time at a fair, I saw these grown men doing mini tractor pulls. Horrible. They had to build that.
I thought that was like the national sport of Iowa.
No, I don't live there. And then honestly, probably number one, like you could be the most beautiful, handsome, well-versed person in the world. Not liking spicy food or being like a chicken nugget person.
I get
Like,
the chicken
not
nugget,
trying-
but other than Mexican food, spicy's not for me.
I just hate it. Like I could never. It's an ick. Biggest kink? Oh my god. I don't know. I just love a nerd.
Oh,
Like the nerdier, the better.
all right.
Yeah, that would be I love that.
Wow.
That's what's it. But okay, those were good. Well, I feel like that's a good place to end it. Thank you for playing that game with us. I'm kind of
No,
excited. I hope
thank
David
you.
and I do it from here on out.
You should.
Do it to each other. Oh my god, that's gonna be terrifying. I don't want David to ask me anything. Right. R.I.P. me. Next week will be my last episode. Just kidding. Anyways, thank you so much, Bobby, for coming on the podcast. You were the first guest we've had in a very long time.
I love it. Thank you for having me.
I had so much fun doing this today. I'm glad that y'all took time out of your day. I know it's normally your day off to come do this with us, have fun.
Anytime.
I hope it wasn't too weird.
No,
Also,
next time-
not having David here.
Next
you know,
time, get weirder. Next time,
Yeah,
the three of
make
us
it
will do
more-
something. Yeah, let's
Yeah?
just give it a few weeks and we'll just get more weird.
Get weird.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm down.
Like,
yeah, let's
let's schedule like a post CMA Fest weird.
Oh, I'm in.
The three of us, because we'll all be working our tails off for that week, and let's just talk about it.
I'm so in. All right.
David,
I'm so in.
Yeah.
I
David's
mean-
in.
Anything weird, I'm always in.
Let's do
Yeah.
it. I'm in.
I
Okay.
like that. Let's do that.
Deal. Well, thanks again for coming on and everybody for watching the Broadway podcast. And another thank you to Lighthouse Media for putting all this together, making it happen. And yeah, we'll see you next time we see you guys.
Thank you.
Yeah.
This is the life we choose. Life we choose. And honestly, I wouldn't want